So I got another question in my inbox, and this question is very, very interesting, and especially for the season all over the world. And the question is, Apostle Obi, should Christians be involved in politics? And here's my answer. Absolutely yes. But Christians have to be involved in politics not from a partisan perspective. Christians have to be involved in politics from a biblical worldview, from a place of a sense of responsibility as people who have been given a great commission to disciple the nations. In its simplest definition, disciple, and a disciple means an imitator of the master. So Christians have been given what it takes, a mandate, an instruction to be a people that conduct, that act, that behave, that serve in a way that wherever you are begins to look like heaven. So you have what it takes to bring heaven to earth in the value system, in the ethical life that you live, in a life that is concerned with equity and righteousness, that citizens of a country really become people that are respected by the structures and systems of governance in the country, that what God has endowed that country with becomes something that is a commonwealth of every citizen, right? So when Jesus said that he will build his church, I was taught by a great man of God, an elder called Ron Cottle, that the church there, the word church there, ecclesia as we know in Greek, meaning God's legislative assembly, also means God's political system, but not the political system as we know in the earth realm that can disenfranchise its people. But this is an unpolluted system that brings down the government of God, according to Isaiah chapter 9 and verses 6 to 7, that the government of God rests on the shoulders of those who then go into governance. So yes, as a Christian, you're a citizen of a nation, and if anything, you should be the first one involved in politics and in going into that sphere to be able to bring down heaven's dynamics, heaven's dimension to governance, and to how people ought to be treated, and to how equitable the system should be, and how people should not be disenfranchised, and how people should not be marginalized, not for their tribe, not for their tongue, not for their gender, but that every citizen is able to enjoy the dividends of democracy, which is government by the people, for the people, and the people. So it is very, very pertinent that as a Christian that you go into politics, but go in as a servant leader, going from the perspective of heaven to go to serve, to make that nation become the nation that it should be, that you can be proud of. That also links to voting, right? That as a citizen you have every right. It's really an instruction. You cannot afford to slack on that you must be able, so long as you're of a voting age, you have to get up, you have to be part of voting out any leader who does not fit what I've described, that is not value-centered, values-driven, is not ethical in their worldview, that is transactional. You are the only person as a citizen that can cast a vote to take them out of the privilege that they have abused. I hope this has blessed someone, and I hope you're gonna become that person that exercises your right, whether you're Christian or not, your civil right to vote out transactional leaders from your territory. Thank you very much. Keep the questions coming.